Then you, the fans, complete it. This is where champions are made.
One of the smallest players on the pitch who scores for the fourth time in a row against the Gunners.
This is where champions are celebrated.
And it's Kevin De Bruyne, who else?
This is the home of champions. Football Frenzy. It's all about the game.
Oh, this game's the first goal of all the games that are taking place at the moment.
Catch up with the A-Team on Football Frenzy. Weekdays, 7 to 10 p.m. and weekends, noon to 8 p.m. Exclusive to 95.1 Nigeria Info. Let's talk and let's celebrate football.
This morning, get all the big stories in the world of sports. Fresh, and on point. As you drive along, Sports Drive.
Weekdays, 9 a.m.
Exclusively on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Catch up with all the latest sports news on Sports Drive, right here
on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Welcome. Sincere apologies for starting a little bit late today. It's another bright Thursday in the month of February. Yes, welcome to Sports Drive. My name is Gbenga Gbenga for short, and this remains your passionate, conversational, and trustworthy station on and off air, and even on the streets. Yes, we are here to take you on a jolly ride round the world, talking about all things sports. And we have a lot to dish out for you today. I mean, from the NWFL, where Rivers Angels secured derby victory, and also Remo Stars ladies doing the do as the walloped Heartland Queens. Yes, NFF constructing hotels, constructing training pitches, improving infrastructure under the new sports commission. And also Taye Taiwo is in the news. Yes, Taye Taiwo is in the news. He was honored by his French club Marseille. That was when he was playing football, and he has been inducted into the Hall of Fame, talking about Taye Taiwo. And we also have news coming from boxing, where Anthony Joshua would be knowing his next opponent as he tries to, savor what remains of his boxing career after that knockout loss to Dubois in September 2024. And also, Nigerians can be happy because Maduka Okoye is back from injury. He was seen training with his club, and probably that may be good news, as there are now dates for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers that would see Eric Shell take center position in the dugout for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. These and many more will come through in details in a short while. And we start with the NPFL, where Rivers Angels secured derby victory as Remo Stars ladies wallop Heartland Queens. Yes, high-flying Rivers Angels secured the bragging rights in the South-South derby over Delta Queens in match day 4 of the 2024-2025 Nigeria Women's Football League Premiership. Yes, and this is according to BSN Sports. Tosan Blackson, who led his new side to his former hunting ground, was there at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Asaba, which means the win was away from home against Delta Queens. And the Jewels of Rivers staged a comeback after Favor Dagogo had given the hosts the lead before Patience Utubo equalized before the interval. 4 minutes into the second half, Mary Moses also scored what eventually became the winner as Rivers Angels coast home with maximum points. And speaking of infrastructure, the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Gusau, MON, on Wednesday conducted the chairman of National Sports Commission, talking about Malam Shehu Diko, round the proposed site for the Nigerian Football Federation new hotel and also new training pitch, which is quite adjacent to the NFF headquarters inside the MKO Abiola National Stadium right here in Abuja. This ambitious project is designed to establish a state-of-the-art accommodation facility intended specifically for the Nigerian national teams, and not just the Super Eagles, talking about all cadres. The vision behind the proposed hotel, which has seen a project close to the heart of the Ibrahim Gusau administration since he took office 28 months ago, is free to the NFF of the humongous expenses incurred regularly in accommodating the different national teams throughout their campaign when it comes to international breaks. This is looking like a step in the right direction where we won't be having to try to incur more expenses in getting five-star hotels, trying to accommodate our national teams when they want to procure qualifiers, friendlies, to mention but a few. If this happens to become a reality and it is established, then it's easy to house our national teams right there in the stadium, which makes it also easy for them to prepare for match days and not get fatigued or probably experience unforeseen circumstances, talking about traffic jam during commuting instances. And I think this is a good way to go for the Sports Commission in conjunction with the NFF. And yes, more good news for our ex-players. Taye Taiwo gets inducted into Marseille's legendary status. Former Super Eagles left back Taye Taiwo has been inducted into Olympique Marseille's Legends Club. Yes, Marseille confirmed Taiwo's induction on their formerly Twitter, now X handle, in quote, saying Taye Taiwo is in the house tonight as the former Olympian and Super Eagle is inducted into the hashtag OM Legends Club, as the club stated. If you were privileged to watch Taye Taiwo live and direct, talking about on TV, or probably you were in the stadium, or you were just able to experience his career while he plied his trade with the Super Eagles, what a left back. I mean, that left foot, set pieces, outside shot, shot accuracy, shot power. Also a defensive pillar for the Super Eagles. What a player. And of course, he did this and much more when he was in France with Olympique de Marseille. And let's talk a little about boxing, where Joshua is at a crossroads in his heavyweight career after being brutally knocked out by Daniel Dubois last year in September, and is yet to pencil in concrete details if there's going to be a replay or a rematch to see him save his dignity. But AJ, who was keen to face bitter rival Tyson Fury, it's looking like that fight is now off, as the Gypsy King is having to announce his retirement from boxing yet again. This will be the 16th time, and Tyson Fury, yes, I'm exaggerating, would announce his retirement. And why is AJ looking to fight a retiree? I mean, look for your mates. If you want to revive your career, face somebody that is worth the while. Probably someone like Dillian White. Or is Dillian White past his prime? Is left to be seen. But AJ is at a crossroad and is looking for how to revive what is left of his boxing career. He looks to face Bakole recently, who issued a video call out on social media with a huge showdown in Africa on the table, which means you may see Anthony Joshua fight live on the African continent. What a sight to behold. And that will take us to the games yesterday. Yes, I know our ears are itching. Oh, what happened in the EFL? What happened in the DFB-Pokal? What happened in the Copa del Rey? Yes, what also happened in the Coupe de France, and talking about the Serie A as well. Not the league, but the cup games. Newcastle knocked out Arsenal. Trophyless season loading. Just the Premier League and Champions League remaining for the Gunners, who saw the door shut against them and get booted out of the competition, as Newcastle, who are looking for their first silverware in over 70 years. I think the last time they won a major trophy, talking about Newcastle, is 1954. That is 1954, talking about is it the FA Cup? They won that period, but they've not won any titles since then, and they've just been second runner-ups. I think they were runner-ups twice in the Premier League in the 90s, and so on and so forth. But now they face either Liverpool or Tottenham in the final of the EFL this season, and that's the second final in 3 years. Remember, they were also here in the 2021-2022 season, if I'm correct, against Manchester United. They lost, by the way, giving Ten Hag his first silverware on English soil. But against Arsenal yesterday, somebody said they disciplined Arsenal in their home 2-0, gave them time to recover, and then disciplined them again 2-0 in front of home fans. And Arsenal would have themselves to blame without a lethal striker in front to finish most of the chances they created. Newcastle with Jacob Murphy having a season of his life. Alexander Isak being the well sought after striker at the moment, is even drawing comparisons with Victor Osimhen on social media, and it's looking like all things working together for Eddie Howe and the Newcastle gang. But for Arteta, it's usually, we tried our best, we won Man City. It should be a trophy, right? However, that takes us to Germany, where a Nigerian had something to say. Talentless Boniface, yes, sends Bayer Leverkusen to the the semi-final of the DFB-Pokal. Somebody wants his voice to be heard. Hello.
Good morning.
I greet you specially. Welcome to the show. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
My name is Kusen for God.
You are welcome, sir. How is the journey back to the Emirates?
Hold on. See how you explained that defeat yesterday. But when we destroyed Man City on Sunday, on Monday you did as if nothing happened.
I just mentioned it. I said it's a trophy. You defeated City this season. It's a title.
You mentioned it casually. You measure it casually, as if you are mocking. Of course, you are mocking.
So I should buy yam and palm oil and the rest, because Arsenal defeated City for the first time in a long while.
On Monday morning, nothing happened. Everyone was silent.
Yeah.
Because you also if you don't prioritize, see how you announce it. Well done.
Sincere apologies, Arsenal fans. Sam, for God. Thank you so much for calling.
You're having a good time. I know you'll be very happy. Tell her she's
we are all having a good time as football fans. You get?
Bye.
Have a great day, Sam, for God. And I was about to say, Bayer Leverkusen, never losing, continued their season on a high. And correct me if I'm wrong, they've only lost to one German opposition since the start of last season. Talking about Bayer Leverkusen, they've only lost to one German opposition. I think they were 2 goals down to FC Köln at home before Patrick Schick, the guy who has gone on to score about 19 goals in 18 games right now, bagged the brace in regulation time to force extra time. And Victor Boniface, who came in the 76th minute in place of Palacios, got to the end of a wonderful in-swinger from Alexander Grimaldo. And that goal from Boniface shut the mouth of critics who go to podcast and spill whatever comes to their mind. Anyway, let's talk to our fans. Hello.
Hello.
I greet you specially. 20 seconds. Time is up.
My name is Mr. Fademo, calling from Dakar.
You're welcome.
I talk about Arsenal.
Go ahead. 20 seconds, please.
Don't know what they like to do this.
Yeah.
Go to finish. It's what they like to do this. After scoring 5-1.
They scored all the goals on Monday now. That's why Osan Forgot doesn't want us to let.
Exactly. That's what the right are going to do.
Yeah.
They fuck up.
Thank you. We don't say such on air. Anyway, time is up, and I'm going to be carrying my Kaya, Etoluwa Gbenga, Gbenga for short, and it's time to leave the studio.
Goes on. What makes your heart race? Is it the quiet fear that maybe you're not doing enough? And when it's evening, is it the longing for just a little more time? Whatever it is, remember, challenges don't define you, but how you rise to meet them. Staying connected to your dreams, that's how you break free from limits. Get unlimited data plus up to 6-hour battery backup to keep you connected without interruptions on Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Visit the nearest Airtel shop to find out more. Airtel, a reason to imagine.